Hey y'all, Coach Donnie Morrow here, and man, this time around we're going to talk about self-confidence for real estate agents. A huge deal, so stay tuned and let's chat real estate. Man, you got your real estate license and you thought it was going to be easy. You swore you could sell ice in Alaska. Your mom always told you you'd be amazing at sales. All those things are great. And then you get your real estate license and boom, realization happens. And your mom might have been right. You might have been great at sales, but you're scared to death to talk to people that you don't know. This happens all the time. Or you're scared to death to invest time because you don't want to waste your time because it might not work for you. Or you're scared to death to invest a little bit of money to get some leads to talk to because what if I spend a couple $100 and it doesn't work and I don't have a bunch of money to spend, right? Like all these issues just pop up and all these things go on in our heads. Typically, it's what we call that drunk monkey on our shoulder, as Mike Ferry used to say, old school real estate coach telling you not to do stuff. But it's human nature. The human brain is wired with a negative bias, and then we're beat down by bad news all the time, and especially the last few years. And then in addition to that, we know that about 80% of real estate agents get their license and fail. So that's in the back of your mind. Am I going to be that 80% or whatever the case might be? Well, let me tell you, you've got to be confident. And that's definitely easier said than done. The way I view it, the way I teach my agents to look at it, that seems to be really, really helpful is always the leads, the contacts that you have are the seeds. You following up, making the contacts, learning your skills, all that stuff is watering the seeds. The harvest will come. When a farmer plants a seed, he doesn't know how many of them are going to grow. He doesn't know if there's going to be a drought, if there's going to be a flood or an insect infestation, whatever the case might be. But he goes on blind faith, plants that seed year after year, and he knows if he does his job of watering the seed and taking care of it, he is most likely going to get a harvest. And I'll tell you, I look at real estate the same way. So let's talk about some things you can do to maybe help your confidence so you can make the contacts that you need in no particular order, but let's talk about a few of them. First of all, know what you're talking about. Be a master of your business. There's nothing that will help boost your confidence, in my opinion, especially as a brand new agent, more than education and knowing that it's okay to say this particular thing. Knowing that, hey, I know my market statistics, so when somebody asks me about how's the market doing, I can tell them with market statistics exactly what the market in my area is doing. Just knowing your scripting so that you're comfortable with what you're going to say. One of the things that I hear, I can literally hear it in our agent script practice when they're learning a script and they get about halfway through and they haven't learned the second half yet. I can hear their confidence in the middle of a conversation go just like that, right? Like it's amazing how you can see it. Study those scripts, study them, study them, study them. I don't care if it's an exact script or a template, but you need to be comfortable talking to people and creating conversations. And the way you do that is being a master of your business. So that's a huge, huge deal. Another thing that is a huge deal is not being attached to the outcome. I'm sorry, I don't mean to burst your bubble. Way too many of you are way too worried about your doggone self instead of worried about the client. We all claim that we got into this business to help people buy and sell homes, and most of us did at some point in our heart. We also all know we got to pay our bills, and I get it. I got to pay my bills also, kids' college, house payment, all that stuff. I might want to be building a hot rod on the side also, right? All that stuff takes money to live the lifestyles we want to live, but the more you're worried about yourself, the more you are worried about the outcome, the less you're going to come across and feel in your heart that you're coming from contribution. And the truth is, I never really struggled a whole lot to make calls. Won't say it was always easy, but I never struggled a whole lot to follow up with people, check in with my contacts, because I knew I could help them. I knew I could bring them value because I knew my market and I was just trying to help them from contribution. And you know what? If they didn't want my contribution that day, it's all good. It wasn't about me anyway. The truth is, when you're scared to follow up with somebody or you're scared to invest your time to go show them a house because they didn't stand on their head the exact right way you wanted them to, that's just you being worried about yourself and putting your own needs before you put your clients' needs. Now, that might be contrary to what you see on Facebook. Don't let those people out there selling 4 houses a year influence you by giving you their opinion on Facebook when they don't sell anything. They're not meeting your goals. They're not going to help you be on the right path to meet your goal as well. Now, remember, before I get done with the last couple points to build your confidence, anything that you do to help with your confidence, throw it down there in the comments. Let's help each other out here. And then make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that other people get to see this content as well. So next thing I want to talk about for confidence is affirmations. I know some people think, oh, that's just motivational mumbo jumbo, blah, blah, blah. You know what? If you want to keep that kind of negativity in your life and not do it, it's all good. Here's the thing I know. Try it for 3 months. Get up every day, do your affirmations for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you can do for 3 months. Here's what I know about doing that. Nothing negative can come out of it. Think about that for a second. It doesn't cost you any money. It only takes 5 or 10 minutes. If you do that 5 days a week for 3 months, which is what, about 12 weeks, you're talking 60 minutes of your life, 1 hour. Are you not willing to put in 1 hour of your time to help you achieve more success and build your confidence, which is going to help you in all areas of your life? If you answered no to that, you're not willing to do that, well, we know the problem. And we know why you're struggling and need to work on your confidence, because you don't even have enough confidence in yourself to do 5 minutes worth of affirmations a day, or you have such a negative mindset that you're ruling it out before you even try it. And guess what? If you don't have confidence in yourself, your clients aren't going to have confidence in you either. Get up every day, try 5 or 10 minutes of affirmations. Just repeat it to yourself, write them on sticky notes, put them on your mirror so you see them in the morning when you're brushing your teeth. Do it before you start your day. I'm even going to give you one. My favorite affirmation: I'm alive, excited, and full of energy. I know sometimes they sound hokey. We feel a little odd doing them, but I will tell you nothing negative has ever come from me doing an affirmation and building myself up in any way. Did it help? I don't know, but I know it wasn't a negative. I know it was a positive. So, and I was willing to do that to help my clients because I thought, hey, worst case scenario, I put some positive in my brain every morning before I start my day, okay? So that's really cool for building some confidence. Last thing I'm gonna tell you about building confidence is you've got to exemplify it. What do I mean by that? I mean, get up in the morning and get dressed and groom yourself and take care of yourself like you are a confident business person, meaning you're operating on a schedule like a business person, meaning you know you're going to protect your morning time in order to do lead gen like a business person would do, because if you don't have any customers coming in the door, you're not selling anything. Even if you're in the house, maybe you need to put on a suit and tie. If that's what you need to do to present yourself to yourself in that way to be confident, absolutely do it. When you're making your follow-up calls, stand up so you have some energy. Put a mirror in front of you so you remember to smile while you're on the phone talking to people. It's going to help you put out that confidence that you need, that you have to have in order to really contribute to anybody else's life. And then last, clean your car up to help you exemplify that confidence, to help you put that out there. If you got to ride to a listing appointment in a dirty car that is not clean with Burger King cups on the floor or whatever company, nothing against Burger King, to me, it just doesn't make me feel confident, like, hey, I'm a true business person. I'm ready to go in here and kick some butt. Doesn't mean you got to have a special car. I listed over 100 houses a year driving a Toyota Tacoma, but it was presentable, it was nice, it was cleaned out, and it was enough for me to be confident that, hey, I'm a business person that's making this stuff happen. That stuff is important. So there's 4 little clues for you to help out if you build your confidence. Super, super important that you do these things. I hope this helps you out in some way. If you need any help, definitely reach out to me. I love helping real estate agents with their business, and always happy to do that. As always, do yourself a favor, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of your content, and do us a favor, like the video so more people get to see it.